this is Ebonygeek. You're always welcome to join me in expanding your knowledge base. Comments are always welcome, and please subscribe. Try not to hit your breadboard, because you'll burn it. Okay. Once you have that bottom leg done, then add your next LED. Remember, we're bending it at that little flat piece right there. Okay. You just gonna have to jig it around until you get a good fit for that bottom positive leg. To get soldered on, you might have to take it off and kind of bend that leg up a little bit. That should be a good fit. Try to keep everything aligned as much as possible. Remember, your bread, be always conscious of your breadboard underneath. You don't want it to get burnt. That's the bad thing about using your breadboard for this. Okay, got a good solder on that. Now we want to go ahead up to this, to our negative. We want to hit the leg lined up just so. Once it's lined up, heat up the lead just enough, solder. So as you can see, we just added a square section to our LED, and they're good. We're going to continue on until we down to the last part. I'm going to do that off screen, and so I'll be right back when we get the first slice done. So once done with your first slice and you have added all your LEDs, and just to bring it into focus a little bit, these headers I use to hold the bottom of these in place, and I just moved them over. Okay, this is what you have once you're done. A lot of times you can't really tell if it did solder right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out our slice, and we can inspect it. Okay, that's our slice. That's going to be the shape of our cube. And as I inspect it, it looks like all the solders joints are good. and we could go on to the next one. Now I got 3 more to go, but as you can see, just by trying to keep the shape uniform, that's going to be the shape of your cube. So you want to keep it as uniform as possible. Okay? So I'll be back when I have the 4 done. Okay, and as you can see, I have 3 slices all prepared now. And here's the last one. And it's just been soldered up. So we're done with those. I'm just going to take it off right now. Now it's pretty easy to see the ones on the top when you're soldering. Just making sure that they're all intact. It's a little bit more difficult to actually see the ones in the back. So what you would do is once you got it all soldered up, you just flip it over and you check, and as you can see, I found one right here that's not soldered. Actually another one. That one good. That one good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now for these here, all you have to do is just flip it to the back. You don't want to press on it or anything, but that way you could solder it. You could get to soldering a little bit more easier. Now that one and that one, they're lined up. Shouldn't be too hard to correct now. So let's correct it. Okay, we got one. This one, actually, I couldn't see it all that well, but it's already got solder on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it to the solder part, melt the solder, and hold it there. And it's trying to be stubborn. Okay. And there we go. So it's all intact. So we have our slices. All 4. The ones coming to the side is our negative leads. The ones on the bottom is our anodes. That's our positive lead. When we bring in our PCB board that we already have mounted on the Uno, it's gonna fit in those 4 sockets. So it's just a matter of getting it all lined up. You want to make sure it pushed down in there straight, because you don't want to bend it at this point. So getting the last 2 lined up. Because this is your cube, so you don't want to bend the lead. Okay. That's our first slice. And that's how it's going to fit. Now, our other slices are going to go in much the same way. You could bend it just a little bit if it seems a little bit out of alignment, but you don't want to manipulate it too much if you feel like you have it squared up. Our next step, because as you can see we have our anode lined up, our next step is to get our cathode in. What we have to do at this point is actually get our cathodes, which is our negative. Remember, the cathode is the last set of header pins right here. Either way you decide to do it is up to you. It's according to your preference. But this is solid strand wire. .20 gauge, I believe. I could use stranded wire too. Either way. I'm Ebonygeek, and I hope that the information provided has been helpful to you. Please remember to subscribe. Happy building and happy coding.